Hello and welcome. We're glad that you're here. This presentation is for those who are struggling with fatigue, hormone problems, difficulty losing weight, digestive issues, depression or anxiety, or other similar problems. If any of those sound like you, then you are in the right place. Today, we'll show you how to fix these problems so you can restore your health naturally. Just imagine for a minute fixing all these problems once and for all. Imagine there was a simple, natural way to do this. What would life be like? What would you do different? How would this change your life? Well, rest assured, this isn't merely wishful thinking. We help patients just like you every day, and chances are we'll be able to help you too. Here's what we'll cover today. First, secret number 1. Your problem isn't the problem. Next, secret number 2. The key test that will finally tell you the exact root cause of your problem. And finally, secret number 3. The simple system for correcting your problem and resetting your health. So what are you struggling with? The beautiful thing about these strategies is they work for fatigue, hormone problems, digestive problems, depression and anxiety, difficulty losing weight, and more. The first step is discovering the real problem. And that takes us to secret number 1. Your problem isn't the problem. There is an underlying reason why you're in pain. You're sick and depressed, can't lose weight and struggle with other health problems. But these are just symptoms. Most doctors simply chase symptoms. Here are a few patients we've seen over the years. Let's see if any of this sounds familiar. Diane was struggling with losing weight, digestive problems, fatigue, and chronic pain. So her doctor did all the conventional tests, didn't find anything, prescribed her medications, told her to do a quote-unquote low-fat diet. What do you suppose happened? Julie was suffering from fatigue, insomnia, and hormone problems. So her doctor sent her to a specialist, prescribed her sleep medication, prescribed her the latest wonder drug, told her she was depressed, and did this fix her problems? Dave was suffering from low energy, digestive issues, and depression. So his doctors did some blood tests, prescribed him antidepressants, told him to exercise more, told him to see a counselor. And do you think this fixed his problems? Gianna struggled with hormone problems, fatigue, and depression. So her doctors did some blood tests, put her on birth control medications, prescribed her antidepressants, told her to go on a diet, and started doing injections. And how do you think she did? Does any of this sound familiar? Do you see a pattern here? Most doctors spend their time up here looking at symptoms like digestive issues, fatigue, depression, anxiety, hormone problems, chronic pain, weight problems, and other similar symptoms, when in reality, they should be focusing here, looking at underlying root causes. The truth is, diet alone isn't the issue. It's not a lack of exercise. It's not that you need a specific prescription drug. It's not your fault. You have an underlying problem, and that underlying problem is almost always a rhythm imbalance problem. What is a rhythm imbalance problem? Well, your body has a natural daily rhythm of hormone messengers. These rise and fall each and every day. This is largely how your body maintains its proper function. When that rhythm becomes disrupted, it leads to rhythm imbalances. These imbalances can and will lead to many different health problems. So what causes the imbalances? The short answer? Stress. But let's get a little more specific. Different types of stress can lead to a wide range of problems. Stress like emotional stress from things like divorce, death of a loved one, or abuse. Physical stress from things like injuries or trauma. Or chemical stress from things like infection and illness or environmental toxins. See, we were actually designed to eliminate stress. We do this through our body's primary stress coping system, the HPA axis, or the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. And don't worry, we'll explain. Whenever we encounter stress, it sends a signal to our brain. The brain relays it through a specific region in the brain known as the hypothalamus, which signals our pituitary gland, which then signals our adrenal glands. The adrenal glands then produce a wide range of different chemical messengers to do things like increase cortisol, increase blood sugar, increase adrenaline, decrease digestion, increase heart rate, and much more. All with the specific intent and purpose of eliminating stress. Let's take a look at a simple example, the caveman. Imagine the caveman encountered stress in the form of a tiger attacking him. When faced with this threat, the caveman could either run or fight. The classic fight or flight response is then activated with the intent of either escaping or eliminating the stress. But what happens when we can't escape or eliminate the stress? What happens when things like illness, divorce, pain, and abuse continue in our lives each and every day, causing ongoing chronic stress? It sends a signal to our brain, similar to the caveman and the tiger. And so our brain responds appropriately by sending the right signals to our adrenal glands, which then respond in the appropriate manner to try and escape or eliminate the ongoing stress. But therein lies the problem. Ongoing stress is ongoing, and so the problem persists until ultimately it leads to burnout. And here is the real problem. Because the HPA axis impacts so many different body systems, things like energy, hormone production, mood, digestion, immune function, and more, when it stops functioning properly, it creates a wide range of problems. Things like thyroid problems, fatigue, brain fog, sleep problems, chronic pain, depression, anxiety, mood swings, hormone problems, digestive issues, and more. This is what we call HPA axis dysfunction, or a rhythm imbalance problem. It's kind of like this. Imagine if all of a sudden your body simply stopped communicating correctly. Your brain started speaking Japanese to your heart, but your heart responded in German. Or your brain started talking to your gut in Italian, and your gut responded back in Spanish. HPA axis dysfunction, or a rhythm imbalance problem, is essentially a brain-body communication problem. So, if we're going to help you fix the problem, we first have to assess the function of your HPA axis. That takes us to secret number 2, the test that will tell you the exact root cause of your problems. So, how many blood tests have you already done? If you're like most patients, you've had countless tests. The problem is that blood tests alone are incomplete. If rhythm imbalances are the root of your problem, then testing your body's rhythm is the key. A special test, known as the ASI test, will tell you exactly what's going on with your body's HPA axis. The ASI test, which stands for Adrenal Stress Index, is an at-home saliva test, which is exactly what you want. It measures specific chemical messenger production throughout an entire day, measuring your daily rhythm. It's superior to blood tests for assessing your HPA axis or rhythm because blood tests only capture a tiny snapshot in time. Unfortunately, few doctors know anything about this test, and even fewer know how to properly interpret it. So you might be thinking, why didn't my doctor tell me about this? The short answer? This simply isn't part of their typical training they receive. But why? Because most are trained to prescribe medication, and this approach doesn't call for prescription drugs or require typical medical treatment. But don't worry, our team has received specific training on this test. In fact, let's show you some actual ASI test results and how they identify root causes. This patient was struggling with chronic pain, fatigue, depression, and digestive problems. You can clearly see rhythm imbalances here, 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 and here. This patient struggled with anxiety, pain, and thyroid problems. You can clearly see rhythm imbalances here, here, and here. And even though this may appear to be less severe, this patient was still struggling with weight problems, depression, and digestive problems. You can see the rhythm imbalances here, here, and here. Once you take your ASI test, it will finally reveal the underlying root problems. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, we realize this might seem a bit too simple. The truth is that this is a very abbreviated explanation. And the truth is that although these might seem like just lines on paper, these are very real people who had very severe problems. But we were able to help them using a proven system. That takes us to secret number 3, the simple system for correcting your problems and resetting your health. So, once we've uncovered the root cause of your health problems, we can fix it. We do this through our Health Restore program. If we're going to help you truly fix your health problems, we will have to, number 1, identify the root cause of your unique problem. And then, number 2, provide you with a personalized, complete plan. You see, one of the primary reasons many good approaches fail is simply because they're incomplete. Just like a splinter, what happens when you only remove part of it? The problem persists. In order to restore your health, we have to address all of the stressors, physical, emotional, and chemical. We do this through what we call the 4 pillars of health restoration. And they are rhythm resetting, nutritional healing, stress resilience, and functional therapy. Let's take a quick look at each one of these 4 pillars. First, rhythm resetting. Through using a specific combination and timing of natural supplements, we can help to reset your body's natural rhythm to correct the HPA axis and restore normal brain and body communication. This is a critical first step to restoring your health. Perhaps the most important aspect of rhythm resetting is the purpose behind it. Unlike so many other approaches that simply prescribe a supplement or pill to merely raise or lower certain markers in your body, the purpose of the rhythm resetting is to literally reset your brain-body communication. And the beautiful part is that you don't have to cross your fingers, believe, and hope that things will work. Why? Because our approach is don't just guess, test. This allows us to objectively see when we are making progress. Next, we use nutritional healing. Hippocrates once said, "Let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food." We believe that's true, and science says so as well. We provide a guided personal nutrition program for each patient in the Health Restore program. It consists of meal plans, shopping guides, online tracking, easy healthy recipes, and more. We make this extremely simple, easy, and convenient. Through an online portal, we can provide in-depth nutritional coaching and counseling designed to help guide our patients through this process every step of the way. Next, stress resiliency. Let's face it, life is stressful, and unfortunately, much of that stress is often unavoidable. But it wouldn't make much sense to take patients through an entire program only to fail to provide them with the tools they need to combat stress, now would it? Through the latest cutting-edge technology, we can help our patients to create greater resiliency to the various sources of stress. Using a technology known as biofeedback, we can track your body's communication in real time, allowing us to objectively measure your stress resilience. Over time, you'll be able to develop sufficient resilience to allow you to remain healthy and unaffected by stress that we inevitably encounter each and every day. Finally, functional therapy. Through a combination of chiropractic, massage therapy, and progressive focused rehab, we can fix physical stress on the body due to pain and injuries. This allows us to help patients not only get out of pain, but also help them restore full and proper function. By using this no stone left unturned approach, we can help our patients not merely get temporary symptom relief, but actually help fix their problems once and for all. Just imagine fixing the root cause of your problems, finally feeling good again, having the energy you need to do what you want, having the tools needed to maintain your health, and that we could begin helping you today. But you don't need to take our word for it. Diane said, "After wasting over $8,000 in testing and ineffective treatments, I found this program. They did a simple test and found out things that my endocrinologist and other specialists had completely missed. The plan they have me on really works. I am now losing weight and feeling like I have my life back. Thank you so much." Julie said, "I used to suffer from terrible fatigue, insomnia, chronic pain, and other problems. Since going through the Health Restore program, I am now sleeping again. I have more energy and I'm feeling so much better. To put it simply, this has done wonders for me. I would recommend it to anyone who is suffering with similar problems." Dave said, "I was finally able to get real answers to my problems. I have been dealing with health issues for years, seeing countless doctors. This program provided me with a clear plan that has actually worked. It has been incredible so far." Gianna said, "I finally feel like my problems can actually be fixed. I had struggled for so long that I was beginning to lose hope. I am grateful that I finally have answers and that I'm feeling better than I have felt in a very long time." And we are confident that we can help you too. The critical first step is your ASI test. If you're like most patients, chances are you've already spent a lot of money on expensive tests that haven't really helped. The good news is that the ASI test doesn't cost thousands. It's just $2.99. So let me ask you, if the ASI test could finally uncover the root cause of your problem, would it be worth it? If this could get you on the right path, would it be worth it? If this could help you restore and reclaim your health, would it be worth it? Of course it would. We have a saying at our clinic, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So let's help you. Here's what you'll do. First, you'll receive an ASI home test kit. Next, you'll collect 4 saliva samples, morning, noon, late afternoon, and night. And then you'll fill out a quick form, put on a prepaid shipping label, and ship your test to the lab. In approximately a week, the lab will send us your test results. At that time, we will sit down with you to discuss your results in detail. During that appointment, we'll identify the root cause behind your problem and outline a comprehensive plan for you designed to fix those underlying causes instead of merely treating symptoms. In just a moment, one of our providers will be in to speak with you. They will answer your questions and ultimately help you get started on your journey towards restoring your health. We look forward to helping you restore your health and reclaim your life.